Back at it again. Sit your podcast down. We have full house as always. Reek in the building.
Yep.
Or is it Murder Reek? I always gotta ask. I don't know.
I think it depends.
G's in the building.
Yep.
McFly here as well. So guys, I'm gonna start off somewhere different than we normally would start off with. Maybe we were looked at as a podcast that doesn't like LeBron. I don't know if that's a fair assessment. I don't dislike LeBron. I more so hate his fanboys more than anything else. I don't hate him though. I do think he did something funny this past weekend here. So at the end of the game against the Celtics, pivotal moment in the game, and when you're 13th seed like the Lakers, every win's important. I mean, come on, you know what it is. He goes to the lane, he gets hit on the wrist. It was a foul, didn't get called. He then proceeds to throw a tantrum like a child, jump around the court, and just in utter disbelief, act as if like this is the worst thing that's ever, worst injustice that ever happened to somebody ever. Okay. Let me just say the obvious first. It was a foul. 100% a foul. I get it. It was a foul. He got fouled.
A hard foul.
It wasn't a hard foul. Let's calm down. Let's calm down.
He swung down.
Yeah, he got hit in the wrist. He was swinging down. He swung up.
They heard it in the front row.
It was enough to make him miss the shot. I'll say that.
It was fine. That's all fine. That's fine. The foul should have been called. It wasn't. I think I can't wait till LeBron leaves. At that moment, I kept thinking, I can't wait till you're gone. Now some hater shit. He's a great player. He's done great, amazing things. He's the best. He's one of the GOATs. He did that shit because he thought if I fucking throw a tantrum, you're going to call the foul. And that bothers me. Yeah. If I'm a fan of the other team and this guy can just bitch to get calls, that bothers me. And the fact that he was so demonstrative with it, it was just like, what do you want from the league later? An apology? Sorry, we missed it. You're their best. We should have called it. I just thought that whole shit. And by the way, when Kobe used to do this shit, I hate that shit too. I'm like, Kobe, go play ball, bro. Get your ass up, go play ball. I hate when players do this shit. LeBron has easily become the worst. When it comes to that shit, he's the fucking biggest complainer of all time. And it's gotten to be, I just can't stand it. Go play ball. And by the way, you didn't even lose the game. It went to overtime. Get ready for an overtime period. Because you had to play 47 minutes and average 30, 20, and 10 to get to the playoffs, which is what you're trying to do. But I do think the call was bad. I hate the overreacting. That's all I have on that. I hate the overreacting. It was just too much. Way too much. I'm sure I have different versions of which I want to say, but I'm tired of this nigga. Anyways.
I don't have a problem with the interaction because I got a lot of entertainment, and that's what you're supposed to get when you watch the basketball game. It's entertainment, and I agree. I think the part that is the most funny to me was my favorite defender, Pat Bev, deciding that it was appropriate to go get the camera and show the referee what he had missed that he'd obviously seen on the Titantron. They replayed it back a couple times. I think everybody complains.
Closer look.
You need a closer look. Everybody complains about a call. Anybody in any, discipline of any sport, when there's a referee involved, they're going to complain. This temper tantrum is very, very. This is childlike. What would you say if your GOAT Michael Jordan did this? like think about being a GOAT and then doing this on this level. Like, I don't know. I just feel like there's like, hey man, you're gonna be on Mount Rushmore. You're gonna be there. And we're gonna remember that this is how you act.
Yeah, when LeBron looked up at that Jumbotron and started to put on a bigger show.
You know what? I think it's that. It's that little. It's that for me. It's the you're looking now. Let me really give you a show about this, and that I mean, it's you know what I will. Okay. You know the problem is your performances are inconsistent. Not your basketball, your acting. You do all that when the calls miss. It's a lot. It's a lot of emotion, a lot of aggression. You're very animated. Okay. Can you seem like a better actor when it comes to reading a book? Be not on page 1, be on page 10, 20, 30. At least didn't feel show some creases in the book. Like, see, if you want to be an actor, commit to your craft, right? If your secondary craft is acting, then do it better, right? If you want to be a philosopher, read some of this shit and have a line you can throw back at me. Like have a Baldwin book and have a line ready to spit at me. I'm like, oh, he read some shit. Not he was a great man, and I think he's great for our people. And
open up in the middle of the book. Open up in the middle like everybody else.
Just show me the crease. Show us a crease there. Have a bookmark in the middle.
Something. Dog ear for a chapter, like dog ear chapter. Do something.
I just like it. That's my. If you want to be an actor, then be a better actor. You LeBron James. You're a mogul. You're the best of all time. Like, but you a shitty ass actor.
Does
like
too much.
No, but that's your thing. Even in NBA games, you do everything. That's what you do.
See, I don't need you to be
the best at one thing. You gotta be the best at everything because you're gonna be the best scorer. You're gonna have top 10 assists. You got top 10 steals. But then go be that then. But don't give me this bullshit here. And I'm about to be like, oh yeah, he got fouled. Everybody know you got fouled. What are you doing? You're almost 40. Knock it off.
He looked at that jumbotron. Was like, what?
He did. The fall to the knees. Like, you hurt, like the fall to the knees, like it was like the greatest the greatest injustice. They had to come over and pat you on the back, like it's okay, Bron. I'd have been on this that's why I could have been a team. I'd have been like, you don't get your stupid ass up and play this overtime minute. Like, what are we talking about?
On a streak of like some weird shit, like I could call any school and get my son in, and he rapping the lyrics to songs that don't exist. Like, what's good with this dude, man?
He's a weirdo, but the thing is, we got to realize something about LeBron. This is realistically. When you're as successful as you are for as long as you are, you just don't connect to regular people no more. He been rich longer than he been poor. He been uber rich longer than he's been poor. He's been around elite people way longer than he's been around just as regular Joes, as it were. So he's becoming weirder by the minute. Look what happened to Kanye. The richer you get, the weirder you tend to get. It's just what it is, because you're not around people who keep you grounded. And like Kanye, it seems as though he's surrounded by a lot of like yes men. You doing great, man. You awesome. You the best. Keep doing this great shit. You can't be beat. Like you need that one friend that just like, I think that shit was all right. I still like MJ. He need that one friend to be like that. He ain't got that one friend. Because he made them all rich too. He's just like, man, nigga, you the greatest. Best of all time. All right, well.
He made Rich Paul go pick up his steroids.
And look at what he got. Look at what did for him. He got his own career now. Yeah, it pays to be a flunky of LeBron. I'm not even it pays to be a flunky of LeBron.
It does. Rich Paul went from selling throwback jerseys to being an agent.
Having some of the best clients and the biggest clients in the world. and also, he's still not good at it because these fucking niggas how they money. Still got good clients. Like, how did that happen?
Be real. If you were LeBron's flunky, you would say yes to everything that he said.
I just said yes. I just said that, G. I'm agreeing with you. Of course, you're gonna be like he's the greatest of all time. As much as the people think people who would tell me personally, you like LeBron, I would love to be a LeBron flunky. You kidding me? Look at all his plans in the media. They have shows, they have takes no one likes, they stay with shows, they're getting paid, they're getting engagements, speaking engagements, getting companies. Hell yeah. I would be like, I'll be the first man gonna be, but LeBron picked me up as a flunky. I'm gonna say LeBron greatest of all time, clearly. He's clearly better than the GOAT.
Would you hand deliver him his steroids?
Huh?
Would you hand deliver him his steroids?
Why the fuck wouldn't I? That's part of the job description. Get the steroids. I'm gonna get the steroids. I'm gonna tell him no. I'm gonna tell the greatest of all time no. No, I'm gonna be like, yeah, what you need, bro? How many shots you need? What you need?
Hey
You
man,
get some
this
food
is
in the way
wrong.
too? You want some Taco Bell? I get up there. What you need? What are you
You're
talking
like,
about?
Hey, Bron, I can't do this. This is wrong.
Like, I'm gonna tell LeBron some shit wrong. Tell him some real shit. Are you kidding me? Does that mean like he lives in reality? No. He lives in La La Land. I'm gonna do whatever the hell that man want me to do. What you talking about? He said when I go pick up the steroids. Clearly I'm picking up the steroids. That's the thing I would have to go do. I'm a low level. I ain't like Rich Paul. I ain't got no old shit. I'm a low level motherfucker. Yeah, go get the steroids.
Right. If people don't believe it, go ahead and Google 2013 LeBron scandal with steroids. Rich Paul was picking them up.
making a drop with, making a pick over Hefe. Like, listen. That's it. That was his job. He did his job. One of the biggest agents in the sport. That delivers. That's a career path I can believe in. I'm just saying, pick up the Roy's huge agent.
Walked in there with his trench coat and his hat and his sunglasses.
Trench coat and the hat, though. That's
here to pick up the package for LJ.
For LJ, right? For LJ.
That makes it funnier. LJ.
Oh my god, yeah,
because you know so many LJs.
You do what you gotta do if you want LeBron's crew, man.
That whole interaction is just funny. I think I might be with you where I'm not excited for LeBron to leave, but I'm interested what's going to happen because I don't feel like they have the next guy. So I'm curious what an NBA without the guy looks like because they're going to try to force a guy on us, but there is no definite guy.
Tatum's the guy. Tatum's the guy they want it to be.
That's not
because it's not going to happen. The guy is gonna if they give it. Here's the thing.
Gonna be Luka.
If they it's gonna be Luka, but if they give Jokic a third MVP, it kind of has to be him. And they don't want that because no offense, a European big is not marketable. Sorry,
it's looking like he about to get it. I'm not gonna lie.
It is, and it's he shouldn't have got it before. They
even completely Embiid whooped his ass yesterday,
and that matters to me. I'm sorry, we both in a race as far as who's better than the team. Like, and it's to me, I think the fact that Embiid doesn't have one is tragic. The fact that Giannis is no longer considered a real threat to it is garbage too. I mean, but even still, like the NBA, we talked about it before. There's no Americans down that pipeline that you really feel like have a real shot at being the guy. Ja's, I don't think Ja's consistent enough in terms of like he just doesn't win enough. Tatum the same way. He's had a team on the cusp forever, hasn't gotten over the hump yet. If Tatum won last year, he'd be the guy right now. If Tatum would have won, he'd be the guy right now. Or
he don't got that personality. He don't got the personality type.
I disagree.
I don't think Zion, but he's always hurt.
Zion don't play enough. And no offense, he plays in New Orleans. The guy can't be in New Orleans. The guy has to be in LA, Chicago, Boston, New York, maybe Miami. You can make it work. Maybe Houston, you can make it work. The guy can't be in New Orleans. I'm sorry. He just can't. If y'all struggle selling out your own home stadium, how you gonna be the guy we gonna put national attention to? I mean, sorry.
I don't think the guy is limited to a location, but I don't disagree with you.
It's not New Orleans though. It's limited by that. Like New Orleans, OKC can't really be those places. Memphis can't really be those places. It sounds great. I mean, it sounds awesome.
LeBron made Cleveland. So,
but like it was the ultimate coming home story though. He was a Cleveland kid, like it was a little different. Even then it felt forced. Even then he left twice.
And he is not going back.
Even then he left twice. He's not going back now. I don't see he going back at all. That idea they talk about like him going, he can go back on the vet men and hang with Donovan and so on. He's not going back for that shit.
They draft his son, he'll be there.
So side note, is Bronny a junior or senior? Because I wasn't. Is he a senior?
Senior.
The fact that his name is literally Bronny James is funny. I know it's like LeBron James Jr., but the fact that he's like he's called Bronny is just.
Here to pick up the package for BJ.
That's a loaded sentence. I'm here to pick up the package for BJ. That right there is that's highbrow comedy right there. He said the package for BJ. Is he so if he's a senior? Oh, you know we get or so speaking of that in LeBron's career about him being where he's gonna go. Where does he project to fall? Do y'all know? Because I don't. I've also heard that you can't even talk to the kid. I've heard that from what scouts are saying, like there's no access to Bronny. Like
it's like his access is like Tuesdays and Thursdays. Moon is up and
and at that I think you don't get to him, you get to his mom. I think that's what
they you don't
talk
even
talk to him. You talk to his mom. Well, he thinks he would like this, and this, but I'm like, God damn, like I guess I get it.
You're asking where does he rank?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
G League player? He's top 30.
Is he top 30?
Right now, yeah.
I don't know. I see G League. I see just put him in a G League for a year.
I think he's gonna want the college experience.
That's what he's leaning towards. It seems like I don't think the son of LeBron James is going to the G League. Although you could do it, I just don't think he's gonna do it. Because I think you do that when you want to get to like the money faster. And obviously the kid don't need money. So
yeah, I've never seen a full game of his, and I've only seen his highlights, but they don't look impressive.
He's gotten better. But he's a legitimate D1 player.
Oh, he is.
Yeah, but they don't look come out of high school impressive to me at least.
No.
I don't think we're thinking that just yet.
No. He's not a one and done either. He's not a one and done either, but they're gonna make him be a one and done.
Oh no, he's not going 2 years. There's no way he's going 2 years. LeBron James, because I would imagine. So is the timeline split up because they don't want him to be in college as long, or they want to just make sure they can meet dad's timeline of being out in a year?
I think they want him to meet LeBron's timeline.
I think LeBron knows he can't pass Jordan. The only thing he could do is put up a bunch of unbeatable stats for the next 20 years. And then like this is the last like icing on the cake. It's like, oh, not only did I put all the stats up, I'm the only player to play on the same team as my son or whatever.
You could be like, see, you gonna get an invite to the inner circle before I am. That's a great narrative, right there. That's a beautiful narrative.
We can't beat Jordan. This is the only way he can compete.
It's the only way, other than picking up the package.
So
I can't wait. I can't wait for the tell-all because there's somebody in the chain that ain't getting paid that's ready to snitch.
Yes,
there has to be.
Like if people go look it up. 2013 steroid scandal. LeBron James happened already. Left under the rug.
Yeah, that's when he told us how much money he spends per year. He tried to justify it. Then he tried to compare it to what Tom Brady spends.
Probably also on it.
Oh, I was like, also probably on steroids.
They're playing elite football for 45, so you're 45 years old.
Right. Like still getting hit. Like you know what it feel like to get hit?
Right. You're an old man. Like, come on, man.
I got hit one time. I was like a sophomore, freshman in college. We were playing tackle football with like the football team with no pads. Don't know why. And a D tackle from my school at the time hit me. And I was like,
right. And he's getting hit by Von Miller.
I was right. This guy, I'm a big dude, but he hit me. I was like, oh, and I took it. I was just like, And I think I just didn't want to play no more. I was like, nigga, this shit just like I took the hit, but I'm like, I'm about to get 10 more of these shits. Nah, I'm not. I'm gonna throw the ball next time. I'd rather be the quarterback. I think I was a receiver. I was like, nah, I ain't doing that shit no more. Yeah. So he definitely did roids. I think we can. Well, let's say definitely, but let's say it feels like he did roids.
Allegedly.
Either way,